All right. Hey, it says that we're going live. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Evan and Aaron Show presents the Red and Blue Soccer Chat. I wish I had some more, bravado.
It says we're live.
I know. But you know, it is the dark time of winter, my friend. Yeah. Boy, you did that one exactly right, man. My God, what a night. And we had to deal with people who were getting properly pissed. Our friends in England know what that is about. It is not the American meaning. Yeah, anyway. And shout out to Daphne. Daphne, thank you so much.
Much love to staff here for
yeah.
helping us out, getting things organized. Sorry we're a few minutes late, but kids and their alcohol.
You know what?
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. We do love.
Let it be.
Yeah, indeed. Let's double check. Are we on the
Let it
tubes?
be.
I think we might be on the.
I think we are in the tunes. Yes, we are. We are on the YouTube,
on
baby.
the YT, not to be confused with the YNs.
But you know what?
If I'm even allowed to say YN.
I mean, you are, but I just figured out. Not figured out, but I found out I'm not an unk anymore.
No,
I'm an OG.
Is this just rebranding? I mean,
no. Like unk is the level that you get before you get to 50. I'm like,
okay.
Son of a.
All right.
I'm an OG. I want to be an unk. I want to be unk. I don't know. Maybe
not
that's
even sure where that puts me in the hierarchy.
No, you're still unk. You're still unk, man. I mean, you're still
I'm
there.
over 50.
But you're new to it. You're new to it, man. I'm just saying.
I turned 52 this year.
I mean,
we're going a long way to avoid talking about the fact that both of our managers got fired this weekend.
Speaking of fired. Oh, there's we need interns. In every good relationship, there probably is somebody that loves one person more than the other person.
It sometimes feels that way. That's for sure.
And
yes.
As a Chelsea fan, I'm just saying. As a Chelsea fan, right now it feels like we love our team more than our team loves us. And I'm not saying the players. I'm not saying the players at all.
No,
because
organizationally, for sure.
Yeah. And the deal is, oh God, Clearview. We can spend all night. I'm not going to do that. I'm a glass fucking full guy. That's what I am. I'm a glass half full guy, and so I want to focus on the good things that we saw out of this disastrous December and January for Chelsea. Man, it's been a minute since we've been here together.
It has been just over a month.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
Way, guys.
We did. Honestly, we tried, but just a lot going on, and you know how the holidays get. It gets hectic.
I was in Chicago in December.
Yeah.
It just didn't work
tough.
out.
So, let's start off with this.
Yep.
Where do you land on? And again, if you read the write-up today, it's hard to have this conversation without really kind of discussing both clubs at the same time. So this may not take the same format as we normally do with the back and forth, or one at a time with each club, because there just seem to be so many parallels. But
right,
do you understand? And I'll ask myself the same question.
Sure.
Do you understand Maresca's frustrations with his own leadership team? And I'll follow up about how I feel about Amorim and what's going on. Yeah. But do you think they had legitimate beef, and did they handle it the correct way?
You know what? Yes, absolutely. I think that they have legitimate beef. I can say this. Life has been really good to me. It has afforded me an opportunity to kind of shift careers and move into a leadership position, a position where
congratulations.
Thank you. A position where I depend on my team daily. They are some of the most consummate professionals that I've ever had the fortune to work with. as a manager, you want the opportunity to manage. You want to be able to understand the team that you have and to be able to make changes that you know as a professional are going to make that team better. And the fact that Enzo Maresca took a team that was, I mean, let's be honest, Pac did a great job with a team that just didn't know itself.
Yeah.
Pac started the journey, and I was upset when we fired Pac.
Yeah.
I was skeptical of Enzo Maresca. He got us 2 trophies, man. And the fact is that even the FIFA World Cup or the FIFA Club World Cup, we all know that it's, I don't know, it's almost like a little league.
It's
like a little league trophy. Like,
they
cool.
want it to be bigger than it is,
exactly,
and it takes time because every tournament starts out as, oh, what is this,
right?
But
it gave those of us who watched Chelsea and didn't buy into the whole like, we're champions of the world, which is BS. Those of us who watch Chelsea, I believe that, man, that should give us momentum.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that we cohesively came together, the way Maresca was able to put together a team that outplayed. And here's the thing. Real had a chance to put together a team to win it, and they chose not to. But for the most part, you know what? Hey, we went for it and we won it. Great. But you could see the cohesiveness of this team. You could see the team coming together. And it's like, okay, you know what? We're not going to put a lot of stock into this, in the whole FIFA Club World Cup. But we see the progression. And we see the things that he was able to get done. And January 1st, man, it was a rough day because, I mean, those of you who know, the night before, my Buckeyes just they laid an egg, and then I wake up the next day to find out that our manager has been sacked. And there's no, I think the thing for fans, there's no real good reason. Like, we want a manager who can say, no, let me manage. And that's a great segue into, talking about, Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
Let me manage this team. And the fact is that Clear Lake, once again, if Todd Bowley had the majority ownership in this club, I would not be as worried because think about it. Todd Bowley comes from a winning background. The guy knows how to put together a winning team. And I don't think that he would follow the kind of Glazer type path because I think he has some acumen, but because he's not the major owner of this team now is in the grip of people who just simply don't get it. I mean, they don't get it. And we're following that same stupid path to where we're sacking managers when we don't need to sack managers. I'm sorry. Enzo Maresca should still be here. He should still be here because the fact is that if you are a good leader, you want pushback. You want people saying, hey, I don't think this is the way to go. And if you're a good manager or a good leader, you would be like, okay, well, then let's sit down and talk. Let's figure this out. Instead of saying, well, you're out. That is a very Trumpian thing to do. Oh, yes, I said it. And for all of you out there who are like, oh, he said it. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. It's a very Trumpian thing to do. A very just closed-minded way to run a football club. And now to get to the positive part, the boys came together at the Etihad and put together a wonderful performance. Now, was it because City was kind of down? I don't think so. I think literally Chelsea found the wherewithal in them to play, to stand toe-to-toe with City at the Etihad and to come away with a draw. But then you see the mania that's happening in this organization. Then you see today. It's like 20 minutes in, we get our 5th red card of this season.
Yeah.
5th. And guys, by the way, the record is 9, held by. Do you remember?
I believe QPR and somebody else share it.
Yes, yes,
from
9.
2 different seasons.
And we're barely past the halfway point, guys. So
there's a chance.
No, God. But anyway, all that said, I love the way the boys fought today. They were down to 10, and you were right. You know, hey, don't get down to 10 players, and you can actually probably compete. I like the way they fought. I like the way they were pressing. This is not on the players, and I'm starting to understand. I'm a little bit. I'm not saying that it's comparable, but I'm starting to understand what Man U fans went through with just supporting this team and not feeling like you have the support of the ownership, not feeling like, you know, the ownership wants the team to succeed. They just want it for money.
Yeah.
And that is, and honestly, it is the veil being pulled aside for me as a Chelsea fan. I've been starry-eyed, guys. I really have. But now the business has reared its ugly head. And I'm like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to say about our chances as far as this year goes. We're not going to finish top 4. There's no way we're going to finish top 4. The Champions League is a dream right now. It's a dream. I don't know what to say other than that. I don't know why, honestly, I don't know why we sit Reece James. He showed himself to be one of the most competent captains that I've ever seen for Chelsea during that City match. The guy was incredible. And the character that he showed at the end, by taking his arm and, you know, the manager that was there, the interim manager, and saying, no. You deserve this as much as we do because you called this game, Gaffer. You did this. And it's like, you said it? I'm like, come on, man. You got to ride this momentum. You got to ride this wave. So I'm not putting so much on the players. Yes, Mark Cucurella, you said it perfect. You gave the ref an opportunity to call a red card on you, but you played hard, and you were not going to give up that goal. And you know, I love the way we played today. I really did. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm scared of the trajectory of this team right now. Mm-hmm. I am fearful that ownership just doesn't care. They don't care. And you can see the teams in which ownership are letting managers manage. And with that being said, my friend, you can say what you want for Chelsea, but I think this is a great time, since I said managers manage, to because please let me lead in on this, okay? You know as well as I do that I was with you as far as Ruben Amorim goes. There were times where we were like, what the hell is he doing? Same thing with Maresca. What the hell are you doing? Why are you starting this? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? But when that man stood 10 toes and said, I'm a manager, let me manage this team, we knew. Yeah. We knew what was going to happen. But, man, the wherewithal and the grit that it took to say that, I'm like, man, I don't know. I want to know your thoughts. Pretty much the same question. Mm-hmm. What do you think about this sacking? What do you think about, Amorim being gone? And quite frankly, how the team responded today? What do you, just tell me all about that, man.
The game today is almost irrelevant. I don't think we saw anything new or different. Yeah, he put us in a 4-4-2, and I think it gives us a much better base to perform from. Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot are obviously better as fullbacks than they are as wingbacks, or more recently in Shaw's case, being in the left-sided center back in a back three.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just almost too many bullet points to go through. The thing for me is, and I appreciate Amorim coming out and saying, you know, I want to be a manager, not just a coach.
Yeah.
And that's cool. I get that. But we're about 10 to 15 years into the era of having a sporting director, a technical director, people that help influence and guide these decisions. You know, it's nice to romanticize the good old days when Alex Ferguson was in charge of every decision made at the club, and everybody just got the fuck out of his way. And to a lesser extent, Jose in his first go round at Chelsea. We're gonna pause real quick. We got a little late start on things, but it is we're gonna call it halftime. Big shout out as always to Chatham Tap for looking after us, helping us get set up on short notice.
Absolutely.
We've got breakfast. I believe we're open at 10 on Saturday, 9 on Sunday for the games. Breakfast until 2. If you haven't tried it, get the breakfast pizza, the poutine. I'm a big fan of a couple side orders of bacon myself.
Well,
it just can't say enough that they allow us to do this from here and help us get ready. You should probably also come here on Friday night if you are a Hoosiers fan.
There you go. Hey, as a
watch
Buckeye,
the Peach
come
Bowl.
out and support the Hoosiers, man. Big Ten, baby.
I would imagine there
Big
might
Ten.
be 1 or 2 Canes fans. Oh, look at the U creeping in. The U creeping in from off the page. So, yeah, Thursday night as well. Chatham Tap's got all your sporting events and your food and your drinks and lovely staff. So, huge shout out to them. Thank you.
Yep. Love you, buddy.
Love you back. I think my issue with the whole,
go ahead.
You know, Amorim needing to say that in the first place, and I'm going to come back to this because I think this is, you know, massive. When you know, as fans, when it comes time to talk about this stuff, and I take my cue because I watch the overlap and stick to football with Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher and Ian Wright, Roy Keane, Jill Scott. And then been watching a little bit of Nikki Butt and Paul Scholes' podcast as well. Totally different shows, totally different kind of like vibe. But all of them have said the same thing this week, and that is they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They're not in the locker room. They're not in the boardroom. And these are people who are close to the club.
Yeah.
Rio Ferdinand all the time says he's very close to these players and talks to guys on a regular basis, but you still don't know. You have absolutely no idea what's really going on. So what we know is that apparently after the Wolves match, Jason Wilcox and Ruben Amorim had a conversation that Ruben didn't like. And then he chose after the Leeds match to have that press conference and kind of air that kind of stuff. Now, on the one hand, I get his frustrations. I want to be the manager of this club. We negotiated this. I'm going to play a 3-5-2 or 3 whatever it is. I don't even know what his preferred method is.
Right.
So the board had to have known that. And any top manager is going to say, there's a sporting director, technical director, whatever. But when I ask for players, you know, something at least in that model should be coming in, if not exactly the player that I want. So to find out that he didn't get certain players, apparently he was really big on Emi Martinez, didn't necessarily want Sheshko, a few others here and there.
Yeah.
I get it. There are frustrations, and obviously that drove Jose away from multiple jobs. So I do get that. But again, we're not privy to these conversations, and what I do see is 2 ownership groups that, for all their success elsewhere, and I don't know what Todd Bowley was doing before he bought into Chelsea, but I know this. The Glazers had just come off winning a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they understand how to have a winning organization to win trophies, and they've got money.
Yes.
It does seem as if Manchester United was a vanity project for them. And they've not been as serious about it, and we have seen, you know, every couple of years, things aren't going that well, so we're just going to go out and we're going to buy Falcao and Di Maria and some players, and we'll appease the fans. And of course, these are big names, so as a fan, you're like, okay, could be cool. But ultimately, no real progress is made. To me, the main issue is we've got ostensibly And I hope everyone gets the metaphor that's about to be made.
Here we go.
You get people who've apparently been good at business. And they come in to run a organization of sorts.
Yeah.
And the business side doesn't really jive with how you're supposed to be doing those things.
Yep.
One of my favorite kind of sayings is, when your only tool is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. I think we're seeing an organization led by the Glazers. Now, what's frustrating for United is we've brought in Ineos and Jim Radcliffe, who have an understanding of soccer, who should know better.
Yeah.
But it seems like we're still having these same conversations. Did you not talk to Ruben Amorim about what system I mean, you bought a guy.
Yeah.
Bought a guy. You didn't buy him, but you hired him to come in, knowing that he's got an ego. You know, this guy very clearly wants to be the next coming Jose Mourinho.
Yes.
Right. I want to be the next big name Portuguese manager, and I'm not mad.
Wouldn't you be?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Oh yeah, right.
But I'm saying as a manager, you're going to come in and say, I'm going to stamp my authority on this club.
Yes.
And then you get a Jason Wilcox and an Omar Barada who
fall in line.
I can't. God, the parallels. But you've got these guys. I mean, they did come from City.
No,
is this is this? I hate to be a conspiracist, but did they come in to be like, let's fuck United as much as we possibly can? Because you knew Ruben Amorim wanted to play 3 at the back, which is not a United thing. Okay.
Damn, man.
You knew Ruben Amorim was going to be rigid, and you knew Ruben Amorim was going to come in and say, this is the system I want to play, and therefore I need these players. Now you're stuck in a situation where you sort of half-assed it.
Yeah.
The guys brought in, some of them are good. I mean, my biggest complaint is him saying, I don't have the players. Bro, we brought you some players.
Yeah.
We've brought you some talented players.
Right.
Now, to make it all work perfectly, no, you don't have exactly what you want. But if you want to be Jose, Jose figured out how to be like, I've got 9 of the 11 that I want.
Yes.
I'll make these other 2 work.
Yep.
I've got 13 of the 15 I want.
Yes.
I'll make this work.
Yep.
Ruben, until very recently, was so stubborn and rigid that he didn't want to make those changes. And I think the problem was he made those changes, and everybody was like, well, that was positive. We played well.
Yeah.
We got some results.
Yeah.
And then he reverts back. I think that's the conversation that got had with Jason Wilcox, him saying, look, the fans want you to play 4-4-2, and by the way, we look better when we're playing 4-4-2. You should play 4-4-2. And here's a manager saying, you don't get to tell me to do that. And I see both sides of this conversation.
Okay.
My problem is both of these clubs have done this so many times now.
Right.
Oh, we think we got our manager. We think Thomas Tuchel, Pochettino, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho. I mean, we've got guys these are good managers.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay? In the same way that we're like, somebody's like, oh, so-and-so shit. Really? They're in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea how good of a football player they are?
Exactly.
They don't fit the system. Something's not right at home. I don't know what it is, but it's not because they're not good enough. Ruben Amorim is a great manager.
Right.
Okay? Maresca is going to land on his feet and be a very good manager somewhere. That's not the issue. But these are 2 clubs with history.
Yep.
And part of that history is bringing in big characters, both in management and in players, and putting a product on the field that brings joy to the fans.
Sure.
And ultimately brings trophies to the club. Now, Maresca had a team full of good players, kids.
Sure. Kids.
Only a handful of truly standout players. And,
Oh, yeah,
and
no.
this is not me
You are absolutely-
disrespecting,
no,
because
100%.
I think Enzo Fernandez is his career is going to be great. We're going to be talking about him.
Yeah.
I like Gusto. I
Cole
like these
Palmer.
guys. If Reese James could stay healthy,
Yes.
or on the field,
Yes.
I mean, he's wonderful. I love the guy.
Ouch.
I would take him in my team.
Caicedo.
The problem is, tell me what system they play.
Exactly.
What is the what makes these good players better than the sum of their parts? Now, Amorim has, I think, arguably on paper, better players than Chelsea does, but his system almost harms them. I mean, when you're playing Bruno Fernandes,
Yes.
in a deep lying role, not the quarterback deep lying role, but he has defensive responsibilities.
Yeah.
You're not using Cobby. You've got way too many 10s.
Okay.
We're not getting the best out of these players. So there's a massive disconnect between the ownership, the administration, and the management.
Yes. Do you? I just thought about this when you said the word history. You know, I'm a history buff. I love history. I'm a historian. Do you think part of the history, though, needs to be longevity? Because young guys, young players, I'm sorry, not just guys, but young players in general, they thrive with longevity in management.
There's an immediacy in the game right now that harms both clubs, because they said, hey, Ruben gets 3 years, and we're 18 months into it, and yes, did the guy absolutely dare you to fire him? He absolutely did. But Maresca essentially did the same thing. The fact that they agreed to mutually part ways is no different.
No, we read through that.
It's fine.
What happened.
But Kirsch
Yeah.
pointed out, United is a massively storied club.
Sure.
Maybe the most, like
I would say
them in Liverpool.
Well, I was talking
just the
all
history,
over the world. It's right there at the top, like Real.
I was going to say they're in that conversation with all those clubs.
And Man U. I'm sorry,
but look back at Man U's history, and there are long periods of drought.
Sure.
Manchester got relegated to the second division while George Best was playing for them. 1971, I believe.
Yeah.
They spent the next 15 to 20 years kind of yo-yoing, being okay.
Sure.
And then in somebody fact check me, where's my intern? 87, 88, 89.
89.
This Scottish gentleman from the suburbs of Glasgow
Who this be?
showed up. And let's remember, he spent 2-3 seasons with people wanting to give him the sack.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
So United went 20-some years.
But he got the title, sir.
He did. But, and this can probably be the only time you all hear me give much praise to Arsenal, but mad credit to their leadership for saying, Mikel Arteta is our guy, and we're going to endure some bullshit, but let's face it, we've been yo-yoing around fourth place for a while now, and the fans seem okay with that, so they're going to give us a little bit of time, but I think this is the guy to build us. We're 7 years into it, and this guy's knocking on the door. Now, I hope nobody answers it. Don't get me wrong. I
still want to say.
I hope nobody answers it.
Never sing that.
But this Arsenal team is truly poised.
They are.
They are on the cusp of being able to win everything there is to win in the game.
Sure.
They're arguably one of the top 3 teams in the world.
I
No
agree.
question.
100%.
And they've done it through stability and support. And we've been chasing this. And as much as we don't like what's going on over there, we have to look at it and say, hey, why didn't you tell Ole, okay, I guess we're going through a wobble, but you get to stay?
Yeah.
Why did you give Jose Mourinho a 2-year contract extension in the spring and then fire him in the fall?
Yeah.
Give him no backing in the window.
Exactly.
Why did Louis van Gaal win an FA Cup and you fired him the next morning? That strikes me as Ange.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That strikes me as Pac.
Yep.
Like, hey, I did things for you, and my reward is you're still just gonna shit on me.
This is going to be controversial. But I'm going to say let's throw Graham Potter in that mix too, because here's the thing: when he was with Brighton, he whipped our ass.
If it weren't for the fact that his next job after Chelsea, he also kind of shit the bed. Which
Sure,
again,
I get it.
he was in a bad place.
But
I tell you what,
longevity.
Let's put Pep in charge of Wolves right now and see what happens. Will they improve? Probably. They'll probably improve because he's Pep. But they're still Wolves. They're still a team that doesn't have the talent
Mid to lower table.
Really get out of that relegation zone. So I like this, but we've been all over the place because honestly, there's no cohesive thought. There's no through line to this. Because if there were, both of these clubs would have figured it out. Because if both of these ownership groups were that good at business, they'd have figured it out. But apparently you need to know a little bit of something about football or maybe, I don't know, government if you want to be in charge of things.
Oh, my God. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's a mic drop. Where we go from here, I think there's this little tournament that is
Like we've not had a chance to talk to you since the absolute shit show that was the World Cup draw. It was 3 hours of bloated gold plating.
That's it.
But we do have our groups, and we will revisit this quite a bit over the next 6 months before we get there. But if you recall, before the last World Cup,
Oh, is Venezuela in here? Because it would be USA 2. Oh, my bad.
They'll arrive at the tournament by boat. So, I'm not going to share my screen because it's too much of a pain in the ass now.
No.
But Group A
is
consisted of Mexico being in pot 1 because, well, they're hosting the tournament.
Yeah.
South Africa. Go Bafana. South Korea.
Which could be a dark horse.
And then the winner of Denmark versus North Macedonia and the winner of Czech Republic versus Ireland.
Let's go Ireland.
Do we want to do some just some quick
quickies?
Yeah. Some quickies?
Yeah. Honestly, I think Mexico goes through in this group.
Okay.
I think Mexico is solid. But here's the thing. I do think the Springboks or whatever they call themselves. I think South Africa pulls it out, and I think they go through.
Okay, I do want to remind us.
Yes, remind us.
Oh, where is it? Is it there? Okay.
Oh,
there it is.
You're so good with your hands.
So, a total of 32 teams will advance from the group stage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which basically makes it a participation trophy. This includes all 12 group winners, 12 runners-up, and the 8 best third-place teams, because God forbid somebody doesn't get through and continue to make their money. So we are going to jump into this and say Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and the winner of Denmark, North Macedonia versus the winner of Czechia versus Ireland. Here, do you want to go first? Or do you want?
Oh no, you're up there first. You go. Because I know what I'm picking.
Okay, here's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
Denmark beats North Macedonia, and then the winner of Czech Republic and Ireland, and then they also go on to win this group.
Wow.
Yes, I believe.
Wait.
I believe
the drunk crowd from Denmark comes into play. They're like, "Hey, Ron."
Nope. I believe that. Despite all of this pomp and circumstance, Denmark is the best team here. I think Mexico goes through second, then South Korea.
Wow, we're going to differ,
and then in fourth place, Denmark, Mexico, South Korea, South Africa.
Wow.
So, those are my. Got South Africa, and then oh no, wait, I said that wrong. South Korea.
Yeah, I think you went South Korea, then South Africa. Wow. Okay. Okay.
And I wish it wasn't the case because I do love me some South Africa.
Sure.
But we have you're calling it Mexico?
I'm saying Mexico.
Mexico
brings it
wins
home.
it? Yeah.
Mexico wins it, and then I'm going South Africa.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Then I'm going South Africa. I think they,
I feel
that's gonna be nice. Believe it or not, I'm gonna say Ireland comes.
Oh, now that's an interesting choice.
And here's why. Is because when we get to group
so South Korea last then?
Yeah, when we get to group C, I'll tell you why.
All right, so
there we go.
I'm going with Denmark, Mexico, South Korea if they are one of the top third place teams, and unfortunately South Africa go won't. Evan's got Mexico, South Africa, Ireland, and South Korea.
There you go.
Good shouts. Group B. We've got Canada. The winner of Italy, North Ireland versus Wales, Bosnia Herzegovina,
Oh my.
Qatar, and Switzerland.
Okay. Do you want to go? You want me to go first?
You can go first this time.
Okay. I do think Italy turns it around. I think Italy's like they get in. I do think out of the group, Canada wins. I think Canada wins the group. I think the Swiss come in second. I think Italy is third. And I'm sorry, Qatar. You're gonna finish fourth. That's what I think. What you got? Hey, Ron?
I think Italy goes through and wins the group.
My dude! You got the crowd from Italy.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I do think Canada's got enough in them for this. I think Switzerland have fallen off in the last few years, and Qatar can eat a dick.
Group C, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Ron, you get to go first.
We got Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland.
Yes,
and
sir.
What a story it is for, honestly, let's face it, Haiti and Scotland. I mean, Haiti, small island, struggling with natural disasters, not a great economy.
Right.
Wonderful for them to be here. The story is the Scots, though. They're just, honestly, folks, if you want to join me, I'm going to be in Miami in the middle of June for the Brazil-Scotland match because those fans are going to be fantastic. The Scots travel great.
Yes, they do.
They're so happy to be
Yes,
there. They'll be wearing their kilts. Don't look underneath. And the Brazilians are the Brazilians, and they're going to be on the beach in Miami. Do look underneath.
That is,
So here's what I'm going to say.
I think we're going to be close on this one.
Here's what I think is going to happen, though.
Okay.
Morocco wins the group.
What?
Brazil's second.
What?
Scotland. Haiti.
I got to ask why Morocco, and I think I know the answer.
Because Morocco has played mind-blowingly good football for the last couple of years.
Okay.
I have not kept a close eye on what's going on in the African Cup of Nations right now.
Sure.
But for the last couple of tournaments,
they're solid.
Morocco has been solid. They made the semifinals of the World Cup.
2 World Cups ago?
No, last World Cup.
One?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Made the semifinals, and on top of that, their youth, their younger teams, like they just beat us in the U20 World Cup or something like that. So they've got young guys coming through. Ashraf Hakimi is arguably the best right back in the world, and probably if he wins another Champions League, maybe in the argument for let's talk about him with Cafu and some other players like that.
Okay.
So, where you landing on this group,
my friend? What's happening?
When technology goes wrong. Are you saying Scotland's winning that group?
I'm going with the Scots.
The man's going with Scotland.
And then
Brazil.
Morocco. And Haiti. I'm going with the McTominay Magic, my friend. I am. I'm going McTominay Magic with us. Like you said, one of the stories of this World Cup is Scotland fucking making it.
Yeah.
I love that story. I love the way they made it. I think they ride that wave through the group stage, and I think they pull off the unbelievable. I think they do. Well,
in the immortal words of Renton from Train Spotting, I haven't felt this good since Archie Gimmel scored against the Holland in 1978.
Oh my God.
Group
man.
D.
Group D.
We've got the big D. USA. Paraguay, who we
Man. Wow.
Australia.
Okay.
And the winner of Turkey, Romania versus Slovakia, Kosovo. I like us.
Yes. You might as well put me down as that.
I'm going with USA as the winners. I think Turkey goes through from
Turkey
Turkey
A.
And honestly, folks, I know we talk geopolitics and stuff like that, but the Turkish fans are fantastic.
They are wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. Like 2 summers ago, I guess,
God,
in 2024, we're at the
Germany.
Euro. The Turks were
They
fantastic.
Were wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
I think Paraguay probably gets that 3rd spot, and Australia they're just not strong enough right now. I admire their
oomph,
but it's just not going to happen.
So
who you got in 2, 3, 4?
We are very, very close. I'm Turkey.
Yep.
Turkey, and then just switch Australia and Paraguay. That's it. I think.
Oh, you got Aussies going next, and then Paraguay.
I think so. I think the Aussies can pull out a third place finish in that group.
Alrighty, we go to Group E. Germany, Curacao, I believe the smallest country to ever qualify for the World Cup.
Yep.
Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, home of your very own Didier Drogba.
Yes.
And Ecuador, is kind of a dark horse coming out of this region.
Absolutely.
I'm going to let you go first this time around.
I hope I don't get in trouble like playing this. It's Germany.
Is that Deutschland über alles?
Jesus,
man.
All right, you know what? Go big or go home. Anyway, hey, look, it's the German military song, and it's not connected to the bullshit. Anyway,
said Goebbels.
Whatever. No, Germany's going to win this group, bro. I mean, they're just going to win the group. They're going to win the group.
Evan says Germany.
Germany's going to win the group. I think, you know what? Here it is. The African
Ivory Coast.
Cup of Nations. I think Ivory Coast comes in, and I think Ecuador and then Curacao.
Probably smart. Yeah. Hey, I mean, look, here's what I do love about the World Cup is you get these teams that just aren't going to get these same opportunities, and some people are like, well, then they shouldn't be there, blah blah blah.
Right.
No, that's the World Cup.
True.
You know, you are not trying to find the legitimately best 48 teams in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You want regional play.
Yes.
And those are interesting matchups. Now, you know, if you are a March Madness fan or a college football fan, there are times where you're like, well, I don't think that team should have gotten in, and I don't think they're going to do that well. And sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Like I think we all saw that maybe James Madison didn't deserve to be in it this year.
You know what?
But also there are times when I would say, look, Morocco is somebody everybody needs to watch out for.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to wear a Hoosier Bison on their uniform and really rep out, I see some parallels. I'm gonna say that Germany starts out a little slow.
Okay.
Ivory Coast wins the group.
Oh my gosh!
Germany goes through.
The Ivory Coast drunk out.
Ecuador's close, and Curacao. Just sometimes some of these bigger teams just don't always come out of the blocks.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Weird shit.
I totally get it.
Group F, we've got the Netherlands, the Dutchies, who love to travel.
The Dutchies.
Japan, the winner of Ukraine, Sweden versus the winner of Poland, Albania, and then Tunisia.
All right, my friend, you are up first. Who you got?
The Dutchies. The Dutchies are definitely going through. I think they're in a pretty good place right now. They're not as maybe strong as they've been in recent years, but they're not as weak as they've been at times.
Right.
I am going to go for a very, very sentimental spot here. I say Ukraine actually gets...
Man, that's good.
Look, and I think it would be awesome, and it would be really, really hard for, everybody to not be behind them.
Right, exactly.
I think they're going to get a whole lot of rando fans behind them.
I think so, too.
Obviously, Japan next, and then Tunisia
Okay, we agree
We
with
agree.
Group F.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Netherlands goes through.
You're not Ukraine. Okay.
The sentimental value of Ukraine. I think yes, we do that. Ukraine comes in second in that group.
Okay.
Japan and Tunisia. Yeah, I think we're the same on that one.
All right, we are halfway through, so bear with us. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand.
Oh man.
I believe you're.
Yeah. Oh man, this is tough. Belgium's getting old. They are getting old. I think Egypt wins this group, and Belgium comes in second. I think I'm taking your Germany strategy, and I think Belgium does get in, but I think Egypt plays better. And also, I don't know. I just think they will play better. I think Iran comes in third, and New Zealand.
The shit.
Oh no! What happened was
okay. All right. Well. And you said New Zealand, then Iran.
Iran and New Zealand.
Oh, Iran.
Yes. I think that's the way it's going to end up.
Alrighty, I am largely in agreement. I think it's Mo's last World Cup.
Exactly.
Belgium are good, but not as great as they've been.
Right.
I think New Zealand, then Iran, but
okay,
probably won't matter either way.
It won't matter.
Group H, Spain,
the champs,
Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Now, despite the United States laying full hands
BTA
on Uruguay in recent things, I think they'll figure it out. I think they were playing a bit of an experimental lineup.
Okay.
Spain wins it.
Okay.
Uruguay second. Probably Saudi Arabia, just because they'll probably buy the officials off. And then Cape Verde. For me. And again, I love these small teams. Cape Verde, I hope they do well.
Once again, we're very similar.
Yep.
However, the top two I have switched.
Yeah,
I think Uruguay.
Okay.
Yep, I think that they bite the ear off of Spain enough to get through.
Saudi.
And the Saudis and then Cape Verde.
All righty.
Yep.
All righty. So you are up next for Group I.
Okay,
France,
my friend.
Senegal.
Yep.
New Caledonia versus Jamaica. And the winner of that plays the Democratic
Congo.
Republic of the Congo.
Yes.
Und Nove.
Okay, I think that. Oh man, it's hard to go against France on this one. I mean, you got to put France.
We
there.
come from France.
We come from France. I think France. I got to be honest, just simply because it's in our hemisphere. I think Jamaica comes through and does the thing. They are like, pull out the bobsled. Oh, damn. It's summertime. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and win. We'll finish second in our group. And then Norway. And then Senegal. Yes, I know. I put Senegal last. I think that, I don't know. I think Senegal is one of those teams like Belgium. They have been good for a while, but they've been good for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I've got that. What about you, my friend?
I am going to cheat for a second.
Oh.
Because I can.
We're Americans. We get away with something we will. There you go.
And FIFA Women's World Cup. No, FIFA World Cup.
Oh, okay.
I want to check something.
Sure.
Right.
Please do.
And I'm going to say,
check it.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. So I think the issue right now is that Senegal are good. And I'm old enough to remember Senegal upsetting France.
I love Mendy. He's my guy.
At the World Cup.
Edouard Mendy.
I mean, and you look at this. I mean, Mamadou Sarr, Kalidou Koulibaly, let's see, El Hadji Malik Diouf, Idrissa Gueye, Habib Diarra, Lamine Kamara. I mean, there's plenty. Papa Mate Sarr.
Mane. I mean, come on.
There's a lot to like here. Bouladai, Sadio Mane, still doing it.
Yeah.
This is a good team.
Yes.
They're not going to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
France
exactly.
is going to win the group, and I want to say this.
Oh.
Paul Pogba will be in the French national team next year, or this year.
No.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. I think it's pretty straightforward. France, Norway, Senegal. I think Jamaica does probably get in, but I just don't think they've got enough at this time.
Okay.
3 to go. Group J.
Okay, here we go.
Argentina.
Yep.
Algeria. Austria,
Austria.
and Jordan. So all the countries have A names.
There you go.
It really is anybody even remotely like.
I think you got to go. Argentina wins this group.
Well, I was not only that, but I mean, Argentina can not play a lot of their best players and probably win this group.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with Argentina.
Yep.
And then Austria.
Yep.
Because Lewandowski
is
on his last one. Jordan and Algeria. I'll probably go with Algeria.
Yes.
I guess.
Dude, we're the same on this one. We're the exact same.
Jordan. So
exact same.
We will just
Coffee and
Argentina,
Austria,
Algeria, and Jordan.
There you go.
Alrighty.
Group K.
Group K.
Man, this one.
Portugal, Bolivia, Suriname. The winner of that will play Iraq, and then Colombia and Uzbekistan.
Yes. I think Portugal is going because I think they want another shot at Spain. I think they do. And once again, Ronaldo's last go around. I think Portugal. I'm gonna go Colombia.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Colombia on that one, and then I'm gonna go. Honestly, I think the Uzbekistanis can get a third place finish ahead of the Iraqis.
Oh, you think Iraq? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I do.
All right. Mostly in concert here. Definitely Portugal and Colombia. Yeah. I think Bolivia.
Okay.
Goes through. I think. Here's what'll be crucial. If Bolivia somehow gets to play in a high altitude place, they're definitely going to win.
Oh man, that's a good point. That is a good point.
Uzbeki's last. So now we are down to the final group. Group L. England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Not exactly a group of death, but not exactly an easy thing to get through.
Exactly.
Me personally, with the way they rolled through qualifying, England get out of this group.
Yeah,
I don't even think they concede.
No.
I've got a soft spot for Croatia, so we're going with them. Ghana, just from history, and then Panama.
You know what? The only thing that I have switched is Ghana and Croatia.
Okay.
Ghana
going through.
I think Ghana goes through.
And I can believe that.
Because I think the African Cup of Nations, I think that they show up and show out this year. The
question is, does that take too much out of their players before another tournament?
Yes, exactly. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got the first round taken care of. Real quick, looking through it, you got Group A, what recap, Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, Denmark, North Macedonia, Czechia, and Ireland. Group B, Canada, Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Qatar, Switzerland. Group C, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland. Group D, USA, Paraguay, Australia. Winner of Turkey, Romania versus Slovakia, Kosovo. Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador in Group E. Group F, Netherlands, Japan, Ukraine, Sweden versus Poland, Albania winners. Tunisia. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Group H, Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. Group I, France, Senegal, New Caledonia versus Jamaica versus the Democratic Republic of Congo. Norway. Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan. Group K, Portugal, Bolivia, Suriname versus Iraq, Colombia, Uzbekistan. Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama.
There you go.
Evan, is there a group of death here? I don't see your typical group of death. If I'm looking at this.
Maybe Netherlands, Japan.
I was going to say, if
Tunisia,
if the reality here is that Netherlands and Japan are bogey teams, probably not going to win the World Cup, but nobody really wants to face them.
Exactly.
Ukraine, Sweden, and Poland, Albania. I mean, I'm not sure there's a better playoff
Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch.
Then
That's
those.
going to be
So
fun to watch.
those are pretty strong. Tunisia, I don't think is going to bring too much to the table, but
Sure.
a group of death, you need 3 teams to be like, yeah, that's a struggle, and then the fourth one to go, we might pop you.
Yeah.
That is a good shout. I think I'm looking personally at Group C. I think Brazil, Morocco, and Scotland.
Yeah, I think they're going to
are close enough together. And
gloves off. They're going to go at it.
And no one's being super dominant right now. I think Morocco, are developing into a position.
They don't have
of challenging. I don't know if they're there.
Right.
Brazil's going to have a bit of an identity crisis,
but
they're Brazil.
They're still Brazil.
They're still Brazil.
But I agree with you on that one.
And Scotland's going to show up with some entertainment. Now, Haiti's probably not going to cause any problems for anybody, but again, it's the World Cup.
They don't have anything to lose.
Take somebody lightly, and who knows what's going to happen.
You could drop 2 points real easy.
I think that's really it. I feel pretty good about it. What's the ceiling for the USA?
Man. I think the USA gets to determine their own ceiling. I really do. I think that they get to determine their own. In the fact that, you know what? There is something to be said. And we've said this before. When Man U is on their game, when Chelsea is on their game, you do not want to go to Stamford Bridge.
No.
You do not want to go to Old Trafford. You
Correct.
don't, because you're coming in our backyard right now. And if the USA takes that to heart and they get pumped, the way they can get pumped, and you and I were celebrating the fact that Aronson was playing pretty well today. I mean, the guy scored a couple of goals.
Pulisic is basically playing the best football of his life.
Looking really good. If these guys can't get pumped up for this, I'm going to take it to a positive. These guys are going to get pumped up for this.
Absolutely.
And I really do think their ceiling, semifinals, man. Semifinals, and anything can happen.
Yep.
In the semifinals of the World Cup.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. So
just saying, man. All right,
we
ladies
got
and gentlemen.
the Women's She Believes Cup coming up in March. Don't know have all the details on that, but we'll get that to you.
Next show?
Yeah. Why not? And then we'll continue breaking down these things as we get more information as to, there's certain players that aren't going to be available for the World Cup, that kind of thing. So always got to take that into account. But this is just us kind of winging it, first time looking at it. So there you go. Not even going to move beyond the group stages. I think that was good enough.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Good.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and move on to our Hey Aaron segment.
Hey.
I'm going to shorten it a little bit. I've got 3 questions. These are 3 hot takes or heartbreaks. Basically, what Aaron's going to do is tell us that it's a hot take, that he agrees with it, or it's a heartbreak that he doesn't agree with it. So hot take or heartbreak. Here it is. Number 1, hot take or heartbreak. Chelsea's disciplinary record, most red cards in the league, will cost them a top 4 spot.
Yeah, absolutely. It already has. I think you're on the outside looking in. Mm-hmm. Having a new manager coming in, there's going to be a little bit of a wobble. There's going to be some inconsistency.
Yeah.
And, I mean, most of the cards that I have seen come out of Chelsea are guys just kind of losing their shit.
Yeah.
Now, Cucurella today, we could really we could get in,
frustrating.
We could get into the weeds of it, but the reality is, here's a player who got caught wrong side.
Sure.
And if you're gonna make that decision, you got to make it well before you did.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Did he have cover? Yeah, I think Chalobah's close enough.
Yes.
I don't think he necessarily deserved a red card. But again, as we said earlier, we gave the referee an opportunity to blow his whistle.
Yep.
In a bad situation. I think it is going to be a problem. I don't see anybody correcting it. We've talked about this a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't see Reece James pulling guys aside saying you can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't see any other players doing it.
Yep.
Enzo Fernandez needs to be a leader on
Yes.
that team.
Yes.
Older guys need to be leaders on this team. So,
Yep.
I think it's already cost you a top 4 spot. You could get a top 4, but I think right now both of our clubs need to concentrate on stability and stay in the top 7.
Agreed. Hot take or heartbreak. Manchester United's draw versus Burnley shows they're not top 4 material this season.
I don't think in any in a normal year heartbreak. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, I
or no,
agree. I agree with that.
I'm sorry. I agree with it. So
Okay,
I guess
so
that's
it's a
the
hot take. Okay.
I,
Okay.
I do think that we should not be good enough for top 4.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The reality, though, is that there are 3 teams. Well, there's 2 teams chasing Arsenal. There's 3 teams total that legitimately are still within touching distance of being able to win it. Like everybody outside the top 3 are, no matter what kind of run they went on, I just don't think anything's going to happen.
Sure.
Could we finish top 4? Yeah, we could.
Sure.
But I think that has more to do with the fact that 4 points separate 4th place and 15th place right now. Like the table is scrunched up.
Yep.
So it will have less to do with Manchester United and more to do with the overall lack of top quality and consistency of the rest of the league. So I think it's a hot take. I think it's probably true. We should not get to the top 4.
Okay.
But we might.
All right. Actually, I got 2 more. I think these are good. Hot take or heartbreak. Chelsea's late equalizer versus Man City was a fluke and papered over deeper problems.
Yeah. Solid hot take because I think he got outplayed for most of the match. The fact that City couldn't put you away says more about them than I think it does about Chelsea. Because I think on another day, if that game gets to 2-0, they're strolling around the park with
4-0, 5-0.
But it's encouraging. City didn't do that, and for as dominant as Arsenal are this season, I still don't view them as an all-time great team.
They haven't broken totally away yet.
Well, and they haven't just put their foot on somebody's throat.
Sure.
They have not done what IU did to Alabama.
Yeah.
Did
this Liverpool
just the other day in such a calm and composed manner.
Sure.
And I, of course, had to get in there. But let's face it, that game wasn't a blowout in the same way that you look at other matches. And you're like, we're just kicking your ass.
It was a humiliation.
But it was a long, slow throttle.
It was like watching Misery. It was like watching the movie Misery because you were like, it's coming.
It's going to happen.
And it's going to happen again and again and again.
And I don't think Arsenal's that team. They're good, and I'm not going to take anything away from them. But if they do win the league, we're not talking about this team in the same way we will have talked about a Chelsea or City or a United in such dominance. We will talk about this as a great season for them.
Yep.
And then it will be on them to try to figure out how to do this again next year, and they probably won't.
Okay.
So, that's my take.
Last one, hot take or heartbreak. If United don't strengthen in January, they'll miss out on European qualification.
No,
heartbreak.
That's heartbreak from the standpoint of I think there is enough talent in this squad when healthy to be a top 17.
Okay.
I think given the quality of this season's league overall, we've got enough talent to be in the top 4.
I agree with that.
But
100%.
Our inconsistency and the turmoil going on behind the scenes once again is harming us. If Ole can come in, steady the ship, and just look, I'd love it if we started going out and every game was like 4-2. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
but that's not really.
It's not this team.
Well, and it's not stable football.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
If we won 2/3 of our games for the rest of the season, 1-0.
Yeah.
And got top 4 to top 5 Europa.
Yep.
That will be perfectly fine, and that's enough for Ole to say, I at least get to interview, right?
I agree, 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us. We have now come to the Aaron's final word. What? Aaron's final thoughts. Yeah, that thing. Aaron's final thoughts. Thanks, drunk crowd. Guys, listen, we love you very much. Sorry we've been gone for so long, but we are so happy to be back with you. I'm going to be quiet and let my friend wax eloquently because, once again, the old man syndrome hit. I've had too many of those. I got to go real quick. Aaron, what you got for us, brother?
Man, there's so much to talk about right now. There really is. From a sports perspective, super happy as an IU fan. IU basketball even looks halfway decent. We're up 18 against Maryland with a completely rebuilt squad, a new coaching staff. Tell me that's when that's ever happened in a program history. And there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. We're 7 days into a new year, and it feels like we are already ramping up the chaos. But manufactured or not, a New Year's always an opportunity to kind of hit the reset button, think about what you want to do, where you want to be, what you've got going on in your life. I've been doing the same, thinking about, what's going on, what's next on the agenda, what's the next chapter in things. And I think we owe it all to ourselves to have those conversations. And I know for me personally, there are days where I've panic or anxiety, and I'm like, is this enough? Am I doing the right thing? Is the world truly out of my control? What can I do? And I think that's where we have to get back to basics and say, I need to focus on the things in my own life that I have some amount of control over. I love Manchester United, but I don't write up the tactics. No one calls me up on a Friday and says, how should we line up on Sunday? Who's your, who do you think's playing well? That kind of thing. I don't have any control over that. So don't let 22 guys on a Saturday or a Sunday ruin your mood. Be emotional, participate, be passionate. And then woo-saw that shit at the end of it and move on to the next thing. And it's not always that easy. Especially when you see some of the big things going on in the world around us right now that, man, it seems crazy. But look after you, look after yours, look after the things in your life that you at least have some modicum of influence over. And I think you'll find a certain amount of positivity and light in your world, because if you try to control all the things that are completely out of your control, well, it's just going to make you feel worse. You're going to feel even more untethered. You're going to feel even more incapable of influencing. So, yell at the TV because somebody misplaced a pass, but don't let that guy ruin your Saturday afternoon. Once that game's over, turn to that lovely person next to you on the couch and say, let's go get a good lunch. Let's go walk around. Let's go take the dog for a walk. Let's go explore. Let's go do the things that make us happy. Even though these fuckers right here should have made me happy and they didn't. I don't have any control over it.
Yep. Nope. You're right.
Not at all. I don't have any control over what's going on in the Caribbean Sea. I don't have any control over what's going on in the North Atlantic. Other than my ability to put my voice out there in the world, which I will always continue to do, by the way. So reach out if you want to have that discussion. But take care of the local, and chances are you'll be okay. So we're going to be here. We're going to keep coming back. We were off for a little bit because of the holidays, but we're going to try to make this a more regular thing. And we'd love to have you on the show. So thanks for tuning in.
Man, I think I needed to hear that. As a spoiled fan, I lose sight of that shit, man. Thank you so much, brother. My hands are freshly washed. That's why I was late getting back. That's all I have to say. I mean, hey,
we're good.
We're good. We are good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name's Evan. Hashtag Black People Vote.
My name's Aaron. Hashtag Greenland belongs to Denmark.
Mic drop. This is why I love this guy right here, guys. Peace. We're so going to get canceled.